I met Deb because I was, maybe I've told this story, I don't know. I was doing a concert here downstairs on the main stage, and I was really tired, and I'd been doing too much, and I was working too hard, and I was starting with the Scena di Berenice, which is an 18-minute thing, and 12 seconds into it, I felt a blood pressure cuff closing around my neck. And I thought, I don't know how I'm getting to the end of this phrase, let alone the end of the piece, let alone the end of a recital. And it was tightening the entire time. And I also then had a 10 o'clock rehearsal on stage for Le Contori on stage at the Metropolitan Opera. And I thought, literally, this is what's going on through my head as the Carnegie Hall recital is happening. And I thought, okay, Joyce, don't go down that psychological rabbit hole, because if you start thinking you don't know how to sing, you're never going to get through that rehearsal, and you're going to go. So, okay, you're going to find a way to get the voice lesson, and then you're going to go, and then you're going to make sure you go at 10 o'clock, and then you're just going to get right back on that horse, and you're going to figure, this is what's going on in my head, right? Like damage control. And somebody recommended for me to see Deb Birnbaum, who I'd not heard of before. And Deb, who now works here with the students as well, she's not a voice teacher, but she's somebody who comes back to the breath and works on the breath. She happened to travel with Montserrat Caballé for a few years. So we're talking, he just went, oh. Montserrat, Barcelona. And she took out this, and I came in tears. I went through the rehearsal. I probably marked most of the rehearsal, but at least I showed up, and I came in tears. I was like, I'm in trouble. And she took out this piece of paper, and she talked about breath support. And she said, I don't know how you look at support, but in theory, when singers hear the idea of breath support, my first thing is, okay, let's go, right? And get in there, engage the breath, engage this, right? And she said, support, to abide, to favor actively in the face of opposition, to align oneself with. Where's the really good one? To sustain, to supply what is needed for sustenance. It's all this idea of being sort of a retrofitted Japanese foundation where it's earthquake-proof. So it's in there, and this 100-story-high building can go, and it's down there going, I got you. I got you. All of these ideas to comfort, to take someone's side, to align oneself with. I just looked and I said, okay, I'm in good hands. And then we started working on the breath. And of course, I've been using the breath before, but unless you're constantly renewing your relationship with it, you get into these habits and you think, oh, that's what I do there, and that's what I do, and it can become rigid again. And I was stacking, and I was breathing with my collarbones, going, I don't know why it's not working, you know? And this whole idea that I've come back to with her is the appoggia, something to lean against, something that is there to align with your breath, to align with your voice. It's a subtle way of looking at it, but it's such a proactively positive way as well, that the breath support is here just for whatever you need. So it is something that I try now really to think of, that I drop, and then the activity is happening here, and I can lean into it, and it's got me. I don't, I work on it outside of concerts and things, but it's, anytime I feel myself getting into trouble, it's because I've left this here. You know, a lot of times, if you guys see me, I'm doing stuff like this. It's like, yeah, it's circular. The breath is moving down here. It's not a, you know, that's, I think sometimes that's how I used to sing. And even if I'm tired, sometimes it's like, come on, I made it to the end, but that's not, the idea is that you're down here and this can sustain all day long. So I'm not a push out, pull in, but I'm kind of like, keep it active, let it move, let it move, let it, when it wants to move, let it go, but stay down there, active. Hello, you're there. Tss, tss, tss. Okay, there's the breath. Yeah.